What's going on, guys? Klutch here. Once again, welcome back to the channel. Oh yes, we are definitely set up for some planting. Look at this. Oh man. So we got the big, what is it, sunflower? Yeah, we're doing sunflowers. The big sunflower plant today. It's planting season. We are all prepped, pretty much prepped, at least we're ready to go. A little bit more, a couple more things to take care of. Should only take us a couple minutes and we're gonna get out in the field. I meant to get up a little bit earlier than this. It's already almost 9 o'clock. I wanted to get going around like 7, but when you advance time, sometimes this happens. Anyways, let's get into this, guys. Bitter patter.
Klutch simulations.
All right. Sound like Matthew McConaughey there. All right. What do we got going on? Well, we've got a new tractor, the 9RX. We've gone with a big motor, of course, too, the 920. This is going to be pushing about 620 horsepower, this bad boy. Look at this thing. So we've got the 9R, and we also have the 9RX now. Which one do you prefer? 9R? 9RX. They're both pretty good. Both pretty awesome. So behind that, we're pulling back a seed trailer, as well as we've got, well, the DB120. So this is the big seeder. They both have the exact same setups as far as seeding goes, or planters, I should say. So we're gonna be planting. Like I said, we're going with, I keep on wanting to say corn, but we're going with sunflower. We're definitely going with sunflower. Now, with these seed boxes, seed trailers, I always think these hoses should be connected to this trailer. I don't think it's connecting right with this particular mod, but that should be going there. It looks like it's working just fine as far as volume goes. There is another problem which we need to talk about still with how this is hooked up, but that's fine. I do have one more thing to take care of. I think it's this one here is still empty. We need to fill that. So let me jump in here. Nope, not the truck. I don't need the truck. I need the planter. That looks like it's empty, yes. So we need to, let's drop that off. And you know what? I'm going to drop that off as well. Oops. No, I need to drop that, and then I need to drop that. Let's get this out of the way. So what I've been doing, I find for maneuvering this stuff around the farmyard, it's a bit of a pain to do it with one of the tractors, so I just jump in the Dodge, and I've been using that, because that is somewhat simpler to drive around on. Let's just see here. Now, I don't know what the weight of one of these seed trailers would be. I'm sure that a Dodge, 1-ton Dodge, would be able to handle that, wouldn't it? I don't see why it wouldn't. That being said, you wouldn't get any of the hydraulics if you needed access to any of that stuff. But as far as just to tow it around and maneuver it into place, that should be fine, I would think. Now, like this here, I don't know. I don't think that's moved with hydraulics, is it? I have no idea, to be perfectly honest. But I just find maneuvering this around the farm with this manner tends to work a little bit easier. There we go. So let's fill this full of seed. Now, this here will also fill with fertilizer, of course. However, our planter has no way of using solid fertilizer. It is only a liquid fertilizer unit. You can see those tanks up on top there. The two back ones are the seed on that planter unit. The front ones are liquid fertilizer. Now, we do have them filled with liquid fertilizer, but we're going to run out. And I think that's just something I'm going to have to deal with. That's fine. I will send something out once they run out. We'll deal with that later on, and we'll refertilize with one of our other implements. But let's go around there. Most of our fields have been fertilized for the most part. I think some of it got missed as I ran out of slurry, I think it was. I think I ran out of slurry on one of the farms, or one of the fields. I think it's this one right here. We did spray fertilizer, mind you, on one of them just to kind of recoup it, but that's fine as well. Let's see here. I think these fields like have a mixture of manure, slurry, and solid state fertilizer, the pellet fertilizer. I think it's a mixture of everything right now. And connect. Nice. Alright, we'll leave that. Excellent. Get this truck out of the way. We'll just park it over by the shop here. Meow. Excellent. Alright. So, from here, which one should we have lead? The 9R or the 9RX? I think we're going to go with the 9RX on this one. Let's just grab this. Now, see, this is going to be the tough part, is always maneuvering this around our shop yard, I find. I have such a wide span. Let me get this thing out this way, and I'm just going to go right out into the field right here and open it up. You can see here we ran out of slurry on the one pass. And this is the one we ended up doing with hard fertilizer, the pellet fertilizer right afterwards. Alright, so we'll open this thing up. There we go. Get our idea what our span's going to be. Now, doing this with 2 tractors, we can almost do the whole field like in one pass. Which is fantastic because, well, we've got a lot of field to do. This field is absolutely massive. I'm not sure how it's going to work with Follow Me yet. This could be a recipe for disaster, guys. I'm not sure. Alright, let's get our 9RX out there. We'll jump inside, take a look around. Looks good. Alright, so this one here, make sure we're on sunflowers. I'm going to go put it down, just get past the first one here, and set him up to be following behind. I'll have to set a spread on that, of course, as well. We're going to waste a little bit of seed, I think, on some of this stuff. That's alright, though. Open this up once we're past. And get this kind of prepped up over here, just so it's ready to go. Excellent. Okay, that's kind of where I want that to be. You can see it is looking pretty good. Now we've got, do we got tracks on both of these? Yeah, we got the tracks on both of these planters. I love those things, it looks so good. Alright, and did I have it on corn? Cotton. I have it on cotton. On sunflowers. Okay. I can drop that. I can drop down. I want to set this up to go onto that one there. Oh, it's not in within range. Let's set this up a little bit better. There we go. Get that set up. Get it backed off a touch to 50-ish. And I believe we're going to need to set this to, oh man, I think our left off will have to be 20? I think 20 will be a good start. We need to set this so it's fired up though. And there was the answer, 34.5 or something along those lines is what I set it at to get this to work. And I think it's going to cause me some issues around this corner. No, stop! Don't move! No! We'll see if I can get around him. Oh man, I actually got around him. We'll see how he's going to pull this off. I don't know how he's going to get around this corner. We'll have to wrap it up. We'll see if I can fix this. Come on, baby. This is such a pain. Once we get to the big part of the field, it won't be such a big deal. But on this part down here, is not great. He's going to take care of most of the problems for me here at least. Nice. Oh, I hope a train does not come. I hope a train doesn't come. There we go. Missed a little bit. That's okay. We could come back and fix that. I'll have to remind myself about that later on. And now he should fall in line at least. Wow, this is, this thing is huge. Come on, little man. Get back over there. Hurry up. Figure it out. Oh, just one tractor at a time. I don't know. I really don't. This is definitely a bit of a pain. Let's get this over a bit. But I mean, this field, oh man, this is a massive field. So being able to do this does make life so much easier. Come on, get straightened out. Now, maybe if I won't, I don't know, the 9RX does tend to be more, I'm wasting so much here, does tend to turn a little bit jerkier, and I don't know if that messes with Follow Me a little bit. It seems like it's giving it a bit of grief. But, man, to be able to do this in one pass. Alright, I'm missing a little bit over here. Let's get closer. And he's just following along. He's actually, it's like perfect. So I had about 34.5, I think is the width we have that set at right now. But it's just, that's a lot of width. Oh, bad. Alright, so you can see where we got more slurry now. Look at the path of slurry that we managed to put down before we ran out. Alright, let's see if I can spin this around this way without getting tagged by him. Go, 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 go. Don't you run into me. So the ends on this are, you can actually pass through the ends, which is kind of nice. But let's see what he does here, if he's going to figure this out. I think he's going to do a Yui. Maybe? I'm going to give him a chance to figure it out. Otherwise, I got to go save him again. This type of stuff, when you have multiple trailers with Follow Me or Courseplay, it does tend to mess with things. It does definitely give it a bit of grief. Let's see if he's going to figure this out. But, I mean, look at the path we just went down that whole field. One pass. Yeah, is it worth it doing multiple passes? Maybe. I mean, I guess I could go there and back once and twice and be done with it. Or I could just kind of sit here for a second, wait for him to do it. Looks like he's going to be alright. That's surprising. I am pleasantly surprised. That is awesome. As long as he can catch up to me now without going all erratic, that's even better. We'll give him a sec. He should figure it out. Looks like it's good. Awesome. Alright, so we'll keep on trucking down here. Now, I don't know what I should do with the newest part of our field. So that's the one up on our left there. Oh, man. I don't know if I should do that or not. You can see this field here has not gotten any fertilizer whatsoever. The other portions have, but this one here has not gotten any, so I do need to come back here and double fertilize, unfortunately. Actually, you know what? Only single fertilize now. We are fertilizing as we speak, so we're okay. So you can see behind that tree on our, right in front of us there, that there is the newest part of the field. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, if I'm going to go in there right away or not. It's tempting to. This is such a big field. Oh, man. This is starting to make me feel a bit like Welkers here with some of these fields we're getting. Let's see here. I can just kind of time this nice and slow. Don't want to go too crazy, but I do need to get around this corner. There we go. I think I went a bit too early there. That's alright. Maybe a bit too late, I mean. Too early, too late. Nice. Look at that. Alright, so let's see. Now, do I go straight or do I turn? Yeah, I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna go down this way. We're gonna do some laps. Alright. Get around this corner without hitting the tree. Let's see how he makes do. He's gonna mess things up, I'm sure, a little bit here. And then all the way down to the end. We're going to watch him, make sure he does his job right. Cool. Oh, man. So I am excited for some bigger maps. Obviously, I do really enjoy doing these big field type farming stuff. So Welker is definitely something that's on my my list here of things coming out. I don't know. What do you guys prefer? Do you guys do the little fields, the big fields? Let me know in the comments below. Yeah, being able to do the big fields for me is... I like being able to use the big equipment. There is something with something like the old stream maps as well, where you get to do some of the smaller stuff. That's a lot of fun too. But using like really old equipment for those, I find, is enjoyable. Come on, get around this corner. He's gonna mess that one up for sure. I'm sure of it. But yeah, when you get these big, massive fields, being able to pull out all the big equipment and doing something like this. I don't know. I really do enjoy these massive fields. Like when you get to do a big seed like this. Let's see. We should be able to do this in a couple passes. It shouldn't take us too long. I can straighten that out without getting it on traffic. I'm dragging my seeder through the traffic on there. Alright, what's he looking like? Perfect. Anyways, I'm going to keep on seeding away here for a bit. And I'll let you guys catch up with me once we get a little closer here. Alright, so we are officially done our first pass around. It's only going to take us one more, guys. That's it. I just found this one little piece over here. So what I've been doing, typically, is whenever we come out to one of the corners, I'll just simply jump out of the follow me. I'll stop the head tractor, the front tractor, get it lined up so it's ready to go on the next stretch, jump out of it, come back here, take care of the trail tractor. Let's see if I can just grab all this stuff right here. Looks like that'll be good. And once that's been grabbed, then I can control it, get it reset at least on somewhat of a close path, and then put follow me back on. That seems to be the best way to get this to work the way I'm doing it, at least. Otherwise, you do end up dealing with some interesting turning options that the AI tries to do. Yeah, it's not great for that. But I mean, we're done this part. We have, well, you can see how far we finished off over here. We just got to go down that new section once more, I believe. And yeah, that's ridiculous. Like one loop, we have done this much. You can kind of see, if you look closely, the where the span goes from. That's awesome. That's so awesome to be able to do this size of a field in that kind of time. So I'll see here. We got, yeah, I had one more loop after this. We'll see exactly how much it is. It shouldn't be that much. Let's see if I can zip this over and out right here. Now, like I said, I don't know if this is really that much easier than just taking one tractor, doing it all yourself, or even hiring a worker just in courseplay with one tractor. I don't know. But, I mean, if you could obviously set courseplay up if you want, but I don't know. I still like doing the farming portion of it, and then you've got one more tractor to help you out behind you. Just something else to manage, I guess. But, and then plus you get to play with the 9R right now, which is kind of the reason I did this whole bit. So, like I said, here we got, you can see how much we got left in this field. This was the big field beforehand. We have one more little jaunt to go do now on the far side, which isn't a ton more, but it is definitely noticeable. It's funny, you can still see the road that goes through there, how that's built into the map, and that's just the way this map is, but you can see where the road is starting to disappear now as we get into closer proximity to it. Just take this a little bit easier. We'll see how he turns now. He should be able to be fine now around that corner. I didn't go too crazy. And as we come out here wide, I'll start to push out again. Just make life a little bit easier for the trailing tractor. Nice. But they tend to go a bit crazy if you don't do it nice and slow. And it might cause you some issues otherwise. I'm always just trying to keep an eye on him as we do this. He looks like he's got it though. Nice. Oh, we've got a bit of a trail going on there. Interesting. So the one problem I'm going to run into here is we're going to run out of fertilizer, unfortunately. Like I said, but beforehand we were running out of seed, probably right about now, maybe a bit beforehand, so both of these tractors will be out of seed. And that was the main reason why I wanted to go with this seed trailer. I did not want to have to go back to the farm and try to refill. It is such a pain to do that afterwards. Once you're kind of set up in farming, oh man, it's so nice just to have unlimited amount of seed, so you can just keep on doing it. Once you run out, that's a pain. Let's see here. We'll start going now. Let's see if I can show you what I mean here. We got time now. I think this is a short little corner, and I'm gonna have to deal with that tree. That tree is gonna cause me some grief as well. I'm gonna have to do something with that. Yeah, we'll have to take control over somebody there just to get around that tree. That's gonna be a bit of a pain. I wish it was bluer skies out this morning. We're awfully foggy. Alright, so get up a little bit farther. And once we have control, we can do... One of the easy ways to do this is actually to crank it over the wrong direction. Lift that head up so you get more speed out of it. Do a little loop-to-loop. And drop the head back again. And is it going to let me? There we go. Perfect. Reset. That's all it takes. So I find that's the easiest way to do that. You can see I'm not quite set up properly right where I'm at. I should be out another 10 feet out, maybe 10 meters out, but that's alright. We don't have that far to go here, and then we're going to be into this tree anyways on this pass, and that's going to be a whole other issue I'm going to have to deal with. Let's see here. So my plan for that is that I'm going to set this here cedar planter so it goes on the left side of it. I'm going to jump into the other one and make him go on the right side. And from here, I'm going to do that quick loop again because I can. Lift that up. Spin it around fast. It looks like we might have run out of fertilizer on that other planter. And drop it back down. This one does take a little bit to drop down, I find. It's not as quick. Alright, there we go. And just pass it right through. Perfect. And from here, I should be able to set that up again. Yeah, we are out of fertilizer on this unit, unfortunately. That's too bad. But what do you do? So, keep on working. Excellent. There will be a bit of a pain when we come to fertilize, but at the same time, you know what? It won't be that bad. We can just go in strips, since one of them's got them, one of them doesn't. And there's not very much left to do in the grand scheme of things. Alright, home stretch. Last little bit. It took us, what, 2.5 passes, I guess, to get around this whole field. And reseed everywhere. 2.5. Yeah, that was fun. Really not too bad in the grand scheme of things, considering, you know, it is a bit of a headache trying to deal with multiple tractors with Follow Me like that, especially when you've got multiple trailers. It wasn't easy. I don't know. It's just a bit more work on your part, that's all. But that's not bad. We ran out of fertilizer on this one little stretch. You can see I do need to refertilize that portion. That's not a big deal, though. Oh, man. So, there's the 9RX. We got the 9R right here. Fold this up. That's it. This field is done. I've got a couple other fields I want to go and plant, but this was the big field, guys. This is going to be a massive sunflower field. Now, getting the sunflower off this field afterwards, that's not going to be as easy. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I don't have anything that's got anything that size, that's for sure. Look at that, fertilized 0%. I gotta double fertilize that, but we're over here, we're good. Anyways, 9RX, 9R, that's it, that's all. Field is planted. Cool. Well, thanks for joining me again today for the big plant on Southern Farming, guys. I hope you enjoyed the big plant episode. If you did, make sure you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so already, and we'll see you next time. This is Klutch, over and out.